So let's talk about how this whole thing went down. So this customer came in, he wanted to do a drop fade, but he also wanted to keep the beard. Now I noticed the beard was pretty light. The beard was too light. But I said, you know what? I know I can make this happen. I've done it before. So in this case, I want you guys to stick around, watch this video to the end. You're gonna learn how to bring a light beard to life. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're gonna do here is basically start with a skin line. Now when we start our skin line, when we come around towards the back of the head, we're gonna go ahead and drop the skin line in the back. We want to drop it under like that ridge of the head. You can see me doing that right here. Just basically dropping it. Now you want to make sure that you clean them all out, make sure the hair is off. Now we're going to start with a 3 guard, and what I want to do here is basically clear all of the bulk. When he came in, you can see the top of the head. It's kind of curly on top, and then if you look all the way at the back of the crown of the head, it looks like you know, the hair is pretty much, you know, cut off over there. I wasn't the previous barber before that. If it was me, I probably would have left more hair at the top over here, at the top of the crown, or probably left more curls up there. But the previous barber did not leave curls up there. He kind of like chopped off the top over here at the top of the crown. So I went ahead, took my 3 guard. We couldn't grow it back, you know, right now, obviously. So I took my 3 guard and kind of, you know, went up to the crown of the head and made sure that I matched that, you know. Flicking the wrist, using my comb to comb down that hair. And then we're gonna start our guideline. So this is our second guideline. What we're doing here is basically using our machine open. Now you can use any machine that you want. It doesn't have to be a specific machine. Make sure that you open up that lever. If you guys subscribe to the channel, we're gonna have a lever video coming probably next week, just teaching you more about the lever on the machine and stuff like that. So you wanna stick around for that one as well. So what we're doing, just flicking our wrists, making sure that, you know, it's nice and straight. So at this point in the haircut, we pretty much have 2 guidelines. We have a skin line and we have that half guideline. Basically our machine open. Now I'm gonna grab a number 2 guard. Same thing we did with the number 3, flicking the wrists, just starting to go towards the crown, but stopping before we get to the crown because we're basically making a blend, all right? So we don't wanna go higher than the previous clip. You don't wanna go higher than the previous clip because all you're gonna do is just bring the 2 where the 3 was, and then you did it for nothing. So I'm putting his head down right here. Same thing, not going any higher than where the 3 guard was. As I get higher, I'm basically opening my lever to blend into that number 3. Same thing on this side as well. Shorter strokes, flicking the wrist, make sure that you're really flicking that wrist. You can see the way I'm holding the machine. You can see my thumb is pretty much on the top of the machine. So that's giving me, allowing me to kind of flick my wrist like this. You know, I'm able to kind of just flick it and do what I want, you know. So what we did here is we dropped down to our 1.5. Now we're working our way from the biggest guard down to the smallest guard. Some people fade up. I like to fade down because I feel like there's no mistakes when you're fading down, guys. No mistakes at all. Now, when you get a customer in a chair, you got to be able to work with them, okay? So he wanted a beard. You can see his beard is grown in, but it's pretty light on the top area. And you got to kind of, as a barber, you got to kind of be an artist and kind of look at it and say, you know what? I can do something with it. I can't do anything with it, you know. And then you also got to challenge yourself as well. So you want to make sure that you're challenging yourself every day, seeing if you can break through barriers, you know. And just asking your client, you know, can I try it? If it doesn't work, we'll shave it off. What we did here was basically drop down to our 1 guard. And we're gonna go ahead and blend out that 1.5. Now you can see the fade starting to take place. So the only thing we're doing right here is basically attacking that half line. We're making sure that we're attacking that line, all right? Now again, guys, as a barber, you want to challenge yourself. You want to make sure that you're really pushing yourself. You want to make sure that you're pushing your price limits as well. You know, it's been a really big thing on the internet with people, you know, talking about $100 haircuts. I'm one of those guys. If you check us out on Easy Blade, at Easy Blade Shaving Products on IG, or at Easy Blade Shaving Products on TikTok, I'm one of those guys that's really, really pushing the $100 haircut, the $50 haircut. So if you're one of those guys out there that feel like you deserve more for your haircuts, it's possible. What I've realized over the years is what we're doing right here, I'll jump back into that, guys. What we're doing right here is we're just basically dropping down to our half guard. Same thing, flicking the wrist. You see me playing with the lever a lot more and doing a lot of shorter strokes. You see me just kind of staying really, really low. I don't want to exceed where we put that half guideline at, guys. You don't want to exceed that. So I'm staying really, really low, where that guideline was. You can see it's dropped in the back. I'm staying really low, shorter strokes, and opening my lever as I get higher. But anyway, guys, back to the $50 and $100 haircuts. Don't be afraid to, you know, get what you ask for. I think a lot of people out there think that we don't deserve it as barbers because, you know, they don't get paid what they want. So they're saying to themselves, how can these guys get paid what they want? You know what? We're in charge, guys. Right here, we're dropping down to our 0, and we're basically removing that skin line. Now, you remember where we put the half. In your mind, you want to remember where you put the half at, and you don't want to exceed that, guys. So what we're doing is just kind of tapping at that skin line and fading it out, okay? We're going to do that all the way around the head. So, guys, don't be afraid to charge. We are in charge of our lives. We are entrepreneurs. We are barbers. We do what we want. So don't let the customer kind of determine what type of, you know, value you can put on your services. That's just not it. We're entrepreneurs. We do what we want. We charge what we want based off our talent, based off our skill, based off our time. Don't let people that are getting paid $10 an hour, $15 an hour tell you how much you should be charging, all right? Keep that in mind, guys. I just wanted to drop that jewel on you guys, you know, and really show you guys that, you know, that's just how it is. So what I'm doing here is basically grabbing my outliner, and I'm going to create a line. We're leaving the front of his head natural because he has the curls dropping down. There's no need to go under it. So what I did was here, just basically create a line on the side. This will really make the fade haircut pop out when you basically, you know, shave out the sides and stuff like that. And just making sure that's all skinned out, I'm going to go ahead and grab my shaver. And this is really going to make the fade pop. As you can see, this thing is really starting to pop out. I love the contrast. I love, you know, sometimes when people have light hair, it looks sick. Now, you got to be careful with this hair because it's so light. You can end up going too high. It's kind of harder because you could just end up going too high and it won't even look like a fade. So a lot of people that know, they've cut light hair before, you know, they have a problem. So here we go. We're starting with this beard, and we're gonna go ahead and start on the outside of the beard. Now you can see the bottom of the beard has a lot more hair than the top. But using a straight razor and really giving it a defined line, you're really gonna see the beard basically pop out. So we're doing going under the neck. He wanted to keep it all the way down under the neck. Now you can see the top of that beard is really, really light, but we're gonna get that again with the straight razor. Is really gonna make that pop out. Now, with my outliner, I wanna go as light as possible. I don't wanna push it down too much. I wanna go as light as possible and, you know, go under the mustache. Now, for those of you guys out there that are trying to learn how to use a straight razor, very, very key to a beard, just to a haircut, period, because sometimes the outliner cannot do the job that you want it to do. Same thing over here on this side. We're basically grabbing our outliner, shaving. You see the bottom is really, really dark and really, really thick. And, you know, we're gonna go ahead and shape up the bottom of the mustache as well. We're gonna do the same thing we did on the other side, use our outliner to get the top of it, but we're gonna kind of go really light on it. Look, I'm just making the outline, clearing out that bulky hair or whatever hair that's there for my straight razor. Now we grab some Easy Blade shave gel. I'm gonna grab an Easy Blade straight razor as well. You can grab the Easy Blade shave gel on our website, easybladeshavingproducts.com. We have tons of products, hair products, whatever you want. So I grab the Easy Blade straight razor along with the Easy Blade double-edged razor. I'm pulling the skin, stretching the skin, angling the blade at a 30, and really, really taking my time and going really lightly on it. You don't want to push it down too much. Now you can see I'm doing really, really micro strokes just to put the line exactly where I want. Now you can see that beard is really starting to pop out, really starting to take place. Same thing on this side, pull that skin, angle that blade correctly, and you're gonna see that fade, that beard really, really pop out along with the fade as well. And just taking my time, guys. Really take your time, really concentrate on what you're doing. I'm just gonna get any of the hairs that are hanging out under the chin. Not too much hair, so I didn't have to grab the big machine. And this is what we have, guys. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you want to see next. Again, Jay here from easybladeshavingproducts.com.